Greetings from Anderson Serangoon Junior College. I'm Mr. Mano, the principal of the college. I hope all of you have been taking good care of yourselves. As parents of both our JC1 and JC2 students, I would like to extend my appreciation to all of you. In fact, this has been a very challenging year for all of us. Indeed, parents have always been strategic partners to the college, and we have received highly wonderful students, highly motivated, responsible, and most of the time respectful. And I think this is largely because of the good upbringing from the parents. You have raised them well, and we really appreciate. My teachers and I really appreciate the students who have come to ASR, and it's a pleasure to teach them, and we hope to nurture them into good citizens in Singapore. Now, we would have met you for the JC1s, we would have met you at the orientation program, and for the JC2s, we would have met you face-to-face at the parent-teacher meeting after the block test. But we are unable to do this year because of the COVID situation, because of the safe distancing measures that have been put in place. Instead, we are now speaking to you via this video, and I hope, even though it's not the best, I hope we can communicate with you and engage you in the way that's most appropriate at this time. Now, in addition to my introductory video, there will also be videos from the head of department for engagement and partnership, who will speak to you, who share some of the work we are doing, and also engage parents who are in the parent support group. There will also be a video from our career guidance counselor, Ms. Loretta Fu. And these videos are intended to provide you with a holistic understanding of what the college is doing, and also good tips you can pick up for your own use, and also to understand what the college is trying to do over the next few months. There will also be a package from the Ministry of Education, and this is the Parents Kit, and it will be in the Parents Gateway, and you can have access to it. All our videos, other than the one from MOE, will be in the portal, the ASR portal, and you will have access to it as well. So I hope these resources will serve you well. Now, I'd like to share a few things in my short video with you. One is about the COVID situation and how the school is managing. Number two is about some concerns you may have, especially when the students return after the holidays, and concerns about the common tests and so forth. Firstly, about the COVID. Now, as you know, this period is really unprecedented. None of us could have predicted the scale and extent of the challenges posed by COVID-19. We had SARS in 2003, that's 17 years ago, but this is nothing like that. But fortunately, our schools have been reasonably prepared for an outbreak like this. Especially, we have constantly been practicing our temperature taking exercises. We have drills in the school, and I think all that have come in very useful this period. So during the COVID, you would have realized we have instituted two temperature taking moments. One is in the morning when they arrive, and second is somewhere around 11 a.m. This is to ensure that the students are well, and if they are not well, they ought to see a doctor and rest at home. We also have a more enhanced our cleaning regime in the college. Our cleaners wipe down all the surfaces which are commonly used by our students, and more importantly, we have also instituted safe distancing measures in our lecture theatres, in our canteen, and all the open spaces where students gather to do their self-study and so forth. So these were things that we've done, and I think throughout this period, the students have been highly cooperative, and you as parents also understand what we are doing, because all of us are here for the students. We are here to ensure the well-being and safety of students is taken care of, and it's given high priority. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is what happens after the holidays. As you know, the Minister for Education has announced that the holidays will be brought forward, so you'll have it in May. So in June 2nd, the students will return, and term 3 begins. And again, another unusual thing this year will be term 3 will be 13 weeks instead of the usual 10 weeks. So it's a rather long term. But there will be a break, a 1-week break at the end of the 7th week. So that provides some respite for you to rest. Now these holidays, I hope you will use the time to look after yourselves, look after your children, spend more time with them, meaningful activities, board games, whatever that will ensure that they too get the adequate rest. So I hope you will continue to support our students, because this is something we treasure very much. Now the next thing will happen is about the common test. Now we plan to hold the common test in the 4th week after the students have returned. In other words, on the 29th of June. Now we're calling it a common test because it's an important milestone. It's an important moment for us to do a dipstick, to track a useful checkpoint to find out how students have progressed. And I think you'll be concerned because our students are going to sit for the A-level and the J1s will be sitting for the promotional exam, and we want to make sure they are progressing at the right pace. The HBL has not been easy. We all know. Teachers have been having to deliver differently. Online, they have to prepare. The pedagogy used is different. Engagement strategies are different. And most importantly, our monitoring has also got to be different. But I'm very happy that many of our students have been attending all the sessions. In fact, every morning, there's something called Show Your Face. And our class mentors and form teachers have been engaging them. And we have a high attendance rate, anything from 98 to 99%, which is higher than a normal day. So I think that's something very encouraging, and we are very proud of the students. So I hope you'll continue to support them, encourage them to come on the HBL lessons. But nevertheless, we are mindful that the HBL lessons cannot replace the face-to-face lessons. That's why for the common test, even though we are having the common test, we will ensure, and I want to assure you, that the test will be moderated, it will be calibrated, we will adjust the scope of the coverage. And for the J1s, this common test will carry a weightage of 15%. And the remaining 75% will be for the promo exam, and there will also be a 10% for engagement. And for engagement, we will pay attention to term 3 when we have face-to-face engagement. So this is something I want to assure you. And for the J2s, this is an important milestone check as they prepare for the prelims and then the A-level. And for the J2s, I'm happy to share with you, and the Minister has shared over the news, that the common last topics will be removed. What this means is, some of the topics across all subjects, across all the junior colleges, are the same topics which will be removed, and that means they will not be tested at the A-level. Now this will put some downward pressure on our students, and also gives our teachers time to adjust their schemes of work, to ensure that the programs are spaced out and there's sufficient time built in for revision and for students to consult their teachers. So I think these are measures taken by the government, taken by the college, taken by the Ministry of Education to support the learning for students. So that's another assurance I want to stress. So the 13-week is while it's long, I hope, and I'm very confident, we'll ride through this. We have come very far, and I think we learn to take things in our stride, and most importantly, rest. I think self-care is important. I'm advising my teachers to take adequate rest, have their exercises done in terms of physically looking after themselves. So too for our boys and girls as well. Now, finally, I want to thank you for your continued support. I think without your support, especially at home, interestingly, the home now has turned into not just your home, it's also a workplace for you, and it's also a classroom for the students. And you may have more than one child. One could be in the JC, one could be in the primary, one could be in the secondary school. And despite that, you're supporting your students well. And we have supported our students very well. All of them have a device at home, a laptop. And those who do not have adequate number because there are multiple demands from siblings, the college has loaned some of them our laptops too. So to ensure every child has a laptop and there's a one-to-one computing, and everybody can have uninterrupted lessons during the home-based learning. So I'd like to end my session here with you by continuing to thank you for your support again, and finally, look after yourselves. I think the June break the break now in May is going to be a very useful respite. It's a relief as well. It's a pause, a good pause for us to reflect, take stock, and for our students, use the time meaningfully, have your adequate rest, but at the same time, catch up on your work. All right, I think that's important that you guide your boys and girls to ensure that they keep in touch and stay engaged with their materials, the curriculum materials, and all our videos are still there. The lecture videos are there. They can still go back and look at them, and at an appropriate time we will inform you when the teachers are available, even during the holidays, for students to engage them if they need help. So with that, I'd like to wish you all the best. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and we hope to see all of you face to face in due course. Thank you very much.
Hi parents, greetings from the college. My name is Mr. Pan and I'm the HOD for Engagement and Partnerships. Together with my team, we work together closely with PSG to support the college. A shout out here to some of our friends in PSG, many of whom have been serving in PSG for quite a number of years, even though their children have graduated. We are very grateful. Thank you. A warm welcome also to some of our new members of PSG. I'm sorry that we can't meet in person, but hopefully in the second half of the year, we will have a chance to do so if the situation with COVID-19 improves. The PSG has always been a critical support to the college. It has taken part in many activities that the college puts together, including the night study program, the family fiesta, farewell assembly, as well as other celebrations like Teachers' Day celebrations. And we always look forward to what PSG brings to the table. The value of PSG lies also not just in its support to the college, but also its support to you parents. Within the PSG, there are a number of parents whose children have graduated, and they will be able to share with you nuggets of information that you might otherwise not know about. These are information that even I may not know about as a teacher of the college, but not as a parent. So do join the WhatsApp group. Later at the end of the video, I will be showing you a QR code, so you can join the PSG if you have not already done so. You will have heard from Mr. Mano that parents are key partners of the college, which is why we strive to keep parents informed at every stage along the way as much as we can. Some of you may have known about a repository on our ASR portal, so there are quite a number of resources inside this portal that you can refer to. Mr. Mano made a few references to them. One of it is really this video. You will also find things like the Parents Handbook, which the JC1 parents would have received earlier in the year. And there is a video specially put together by our Education and Career Guidance, or ECG, counsellor, Ms. Loretta Fu. Typically by this time of the year, we would have had this event called the University Panel Discussion, where we invite university representatives to come to the college to share with you about what the various universities offer. Of course, we can't have that this year. So we are doing the next best thing, which is we have asked Loretta, who is very experienced in the field, to share with you what is happening in the universities, what to think about when you are making choices of universities, so that ultimately you can make the most informed decision you can for your child's further education. So this can be found in the repository on the ASR portal. When you log into the portal, you will find under repositories on the landing page, you will find this word called repositories, and you can find the one that says parents. We look forward to engaging parents in other ways in semester 2 as well. For instance, we will have this thing called Career Symposium, which we hold for students, where if you are interested, you can let us know if you want to present about your particular career. So what happens during a career symposium is we do get speakers to come in from various fields to share with the students what it is like to be working in that field. So that is something that you may be interested in. Also, if the situation improves, we hope to have our family fiesta, and that's where PSG can come on board to set up a stall or two to raise funds. We also, in this very extraordinary circumstances, we also look forward to ad hoc contributions from parents. For instance, if you want to make a simple craft making video or a simple cooking video, or even just very simple words of thanks or encouragement to staff and students alike, we do welcome all this, and we might even consider putting them on some of our social media platforms. Finally, I would like to say something to PSG that I've always said every year that I've been working with PSG. Parents are a critical support for a child's social emotional development. They look to you to support them emotionally. They may not show it, they may look like they're not listening to you, but actually they take your words very seriously. We know because we work closely with the students as well. So it need not be extravagant spending on your part, but really what they're looking for are simple words of encouragement, pat on the back, coming home to a warm meal at the end of the day of a very tiring day, or sometimes even a shoulder to cry on. JC is a rigorous journey, so please do consider taking care of their social emotional well-being, because teachers will nag them for their academic progress anyway. It's our job to do so. But for a child to grow up healthy and to grow up in a balanced manner, they will need both your support and our support as teachers. So finally, it just leaves me to welcome you to PSG once again. And if you haven't joined PSG, you can look out for the QR code here. And we look forward to meeting you in in semester 2, hopefully when the situation improves. Thank you and stay safe.